Hey y'all, it's me, Ayon. Quick update, still unemployed, and this is gonna be a quick video for employers. And I went back and forth as to whether I wanted to say this because me being unemployed, I'm still in a vulnerable situation, and this could be used against me. But I really don't give a damn, y'all employers. If you know after the first round interview that you are going to reject that person, it does not take over a week for you to know whether or not you're going to reject your first round candidate. So please save people's time and just like reject them as soon as possible. Like I've went through some interviews and it was like a first round interview, and I'm hearing from people 2, 3, 4 weeks later. That's unacceptable. Like people are out here. Like stop wasting people's time, especially if you know that that person is not going to be a good fit. And I feel confident saying this because I have sat on the other side of the interview table. I've been on hiring teams, I've been on recruitment teams, and you usually know if you're going to advance the person to the next round. And for me, it doesn't take a week or it doesn't take 2 weeks. I usually instantly know, well, usually I know once I read through the person's cover letter and resume, but also the interview usually confirms what I'm already feeling. But it doesn't take me a week. So it's just, and I just had a situation where I had an interview on Monday and I was rejected today. But the only reason I was rejected today is because I took the initiative to send a response yesterday as to the status of my application. Well, not my application, but the status of my candidacy. But it's just like y'all know people are struggling and people are at their wits end. So please bring some humanity back into your hiring process. But if you don't have the resources to commit to a hiring process that is efficient, um, isn't efficient, and that's not going to be inefficient, stop it wasting people's time. Like we are really out here putting our best foot forward, and I would rather know if it's a rejection at the ahead of time, so I'm not going to get my hopes up. But like a week and a half, 2 weeks for a first round interview, that's entirely too long. And for me, I feel it's inappropriate for me to have to like circle back to you about your process. I feel like if you are the organization, you should be the master of the process. So like stop wasting people's time. Have some compassion, have some humanity. If you're going to allow people to navigate and move through this process with some dignity, but y'all have to do better. Like y'all really have to do better. I understand the ball is in the employers courts because it's less of them and more of us, but like have some compassion throughout this process, and give people the gift of having their time back. If you know they are not a fit or it's not going to work out, reject them up front. And also, if you know from the resume or the cover letter, stop interviewing people to try to just stop wasting folks' time. People don't have time. People don't have money. We're also wasting resources, whether it's a virtual interview because we have to pay for the internet. We have to make sure we have a house or a place to do the interview in, or if it's an in-person interview. It's just y'all have got to be better about treating folks with dignity and treating and remembering that we are all human and that our time is valuable just as much as your time is. So I just had to get that off of my chest. But yeah, it's ridiculous. This job market is garbage. But what do y'all think? How do y'all feel?